Greetings, friends, subscribers, and visitors. Just want to say we've gone over 12,000 views with these videos. Thank you very much. I appreciate folks watching and sharing and commenting. And I know they may be kind of new for some of you, and some of the opinions may be opinions and explanations of doctrine that you may not have heard before. Maybe that's because I'm a primitive Baptist and there aren't a lot of us around. But I think if you will follow up some of the things we say, you'll say that we have a doctrinal support for them. Today's video is going to be about the rapture. Yep, that word that's actually not in the Bible, but is referred to by many people, some of them who have claimed to know when it's going to be, and a whole lot of things about it. Now, the rapture does actually happen. It's a catching away. It's a catching away that happens when Christ returns. It's not going to be a secret, and there's nobody going to be, as it were, left behind as they all go away for 7 years and then come back again. No, when the actual rapture does happen, it will happen just preceding Christ's return, when all of the dead, the just and the unjust, are raised, and those of us who are alive at the time are caught up, are changed, are given our glorified bodies at that time. So what is the big deal about the rapture? I mean, there's so many other things that are so much more important. We don't know what it is. It's going to happen when Christ returns. Now, of course, I just assumed that the Lord would come back today. Be a lot nicer than living in this untoward generation, that's for sure. But he may not be here for another 100 years for all I know. Now, I'm going to be 70 years old. I probably don't have, Lord willing, more than 20 years left, if that at all. So it doesn't make any difference whether I get raptured or I drop dead. I'm going to be with the Lord anyway. You know, you cannot scare people into getting saved, like the rapture is going to happen tomorrow and you better do something. That's ridiculous. It's foolish. You know, nobody's going to be eternally saved unless the Lord draws them and saves them himself. People don't get saved by their own decision. That's not true. So the same people who are at times talking about when they know when the rapture is are actually a bunch of free willers that are also talking about you better make some kind of decision so that when it happens you'll go with it or something, you know. This is Hollywood stuff. This is not for real. This is not biblical. So my question is, and you can comment on, what's the big hubbub about the rapture anyway? I mean, nobody knows when it's going to happen, and none of God's elect are going to end up in hell. No matter when it happens, they're just not going to be there. You know, we can't scare people into the kingdom of God, and they don't get there by their own decision anyway. They have already been predetermined, predestined to be conformed to the image of Christ. So all you folks out there putting up all these sites and all of these charts and all of this stuff about the rapture, I think there's some other things that's a whole lot important to be focused on than something you don't know when it's going to happen or whether you're even going to be alive when it's going to happen. Let's focus on Christ and all of the things that he has said to us and the sanctification process that we should be a part of. You know, it's more important to be a disciple than a fanatic about the rapture. So, comment below, share this if you like, and there's a lot of other videos that talk about things other than the rapture. Now, I'm an amillennialist, I'll tell you that right up front. I don't believe we're going to be hanging out with the Jews for 1,000 years on this earth. Nope. When Jesus comes, as Vodi Buckman said, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, I don't know. When Jesus returns, it's a wrap. That's the end. This thing is over with. The earth and the elements melt like wax, and that's it. There's no more hanging out for 1,000 years. The 1,000 years, the millennium, is now. We're in it. We're in the kingdom in the church. We're in it. God bless you, and bye-bye.